call the roll. Ms. Dearden?
Present.
Mr. Sloan is absent. Mr. Pitchock?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Ms. Weissong is absent. We do have a forum chair.
All right, then we'll go ahead to approval of the minutes. Did everybody get a chance to review the minutes from September?
Yes.
Any corrections or additions we need to make?
Not making a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other comments? It's approved. Moving on to the treasurer's report.
Yeah, treasurer's report's included in your package, and I've had a chance to review it. There's just very little action in the month of September, and that was two deposits, Wells Fargo interest and VSBA. I think that's the Virginia State Small Business Card?
Yes.
Okay. $816. Change in balance from our last report was a positive $1,155.17. I don't see anything remarkable in it.
For this week. All right, moving on to scheduled matters. We have been delighted already to hear from our guest, Pam Johnson, our treasurer. But I guess you have a presentation for us.
All right, I'm going to stand up because I taught school and I can't talk to people like this without standing up. I just can't. Here, and Lisa, just take the extra ones for the others.
Yes, ma'am.
Of what I brought you. Now, we'll get to that in a minute. When I came in to office, you all know it was kind of a bad situation, and I had a lot to clean up. And one thing that I found was we had no policies at all. We had no internal controls, very little separation of duties. It was just a very poorly managed and poorly organized situation. So one of the things that I did was I went to a class. I took it twice. I took it in 2012, and then this is 2017. This is the Treasurers Association of Virginia Short-Term Investment Course, and it's done by PMI that does the SNAP program for the county. They're very, very capable, and they teach this geared toward treasurers because my responsibilities are to collect all monies due to the county, to safeguard all of the county's assets for which I'm responsible, and to invest the county's money. So one of the things that I learned was I had to do an investment policy. So this is our investment policy that I wrote in 2013. I finished it. I talked to a number of treasurers, and the reason I have these here is because I'm getting ready to amend it. I will, I've gone in and made some changes, but I will go and make I have to check with an expert on one change before I make it, and then I'll do those, and then I'll email it. So if you could send me everyone's email address,
I will.
I'll email the copy of the county's investment policy. But it says in the policy that our objectives, our primary objective, and this is what I was taught, are the safety of the money, and that safety involves credit risk and interest rate risk. I made the statement to, I think it was District 5 Town Hall meeting last spring. Someone had a question about investments, and I said, here's what you need to know. The last thing I want to do in my life is go before the board of supervisors and tell them I've lost money on investments. So because of what I came into, and because I'm just naturally conservative, my own private investment accounts are very conservative. The guy wants me to jack it up something. I said, no, I don't want to lose any money. And so, I may be over conservative, but I would rather do that than be reckless. I think it was in this class that we saw a little clip or heard a story about a guy in a county. He was the county administrator and then also handled the investments, which is not good. And he somebody told him about some investment or something, and he went for it, greed, thinking he's gonna make all this money, and he wound up losing everything. And I mean, you just have to be very careful when you're dealing with public money. The state is very specific about how we can and cannot, and you can see in here, all of the sections, the Code of Virginia, investment of public funds, they cover this. There's a lot of sections of the code, it goes on page after page, maybe, I don't know how many pages. And then, there's also the Security for Public Deposits Act that the Commonwealth of Virginia Treasury Board has, and all of those, they govern this as well. So the simplest thing to do, and then there's also, so only certain banks that you can deal with, and, I mean, it's pretty significant. So, that number one is safety, number two is liquidity, and number three is yield. Yield is the last thing that you're concerned with. You're not gonna be, when I came in 11, you know, the economy was, it was selling. And, the Dodd-Frank bill was passed in 11, and one of the things that happened was the big banks were no longer paying our FDIC. Now, little banks still do it, but they're so hungry for a client like us, that they'll do that. But then they also changed the formula for that. So, we bank with Wells Fargo, and I negotiate with them every year to get, I mean, and they've done well, because we haven't had to pay but one time, since 11, that we've had to pay a service charge. But it's based on our deposits, and we were not getting interest, and we had, when I came in, we had 19 bank accounts, which is stupid, but I really hate the bad mouth of them, but every time they come up with some idea, they go, we need an account for that, and then the treasurer would say, well, okay, and nobody was bouncing it, it was just a mess, so I closed it. I mean, it took a year or so to talk certain ones into letting me close it, and I said, this is ridiculous, so, when I closed, because we're working right now on cash profits, when I closed the two TCSD, Code Green Service District accounts, I rolled that over into the local government investment programs that I'm going to talk about in just a minute. Because it's liquid, it's safe, and the yield was about as good as I was going to do. And then we had 4 accounts for 2 for the sheriff and 2 for the Commonwealth's attorney that are shared money from forfeiture, federal and state forfeiture, and those have to be an interest-bearing account. So I closed those accounts and put them with Wells Fargo Securities. I'm getting ready to move from there because I just don't like the guy, and I think we can make one on just a straight savings account at Essex. So I closed those and moved those monies because they have to earn interest, and they were not. And the only reason I knew that is I worked in that program at the federal level for 17 and a half years. And so I used to teach local governments about how they're supposed to handle these monies. And it can't be put in, you know, it can't be commingled. The federal and state accounts for each have to be separate. You know, just the rules that you have to deal with. So now those are making some fairly decent money, but nothing to write home about. So, you know, I wrote the investment policy. I got rid of all of those accounts, and when I started out, I think we maybe had $19 million, and now that's up to 40. Last month, the balance on our LGIP was $44,587,871, and we made $84,028 in interest earned. Now, when I came in, I had some from way back, I think, these reports that I did for the supervisors. And here is, as of 10/31/2016, just 2 years ago, we made $14,000, and we had 27 million.
Who's the power of interest?
And then the next month, something fabulous happened, and our interest May of 17, 22,000, and up to 32 million. Because we were, collecting money, and whenever we finished tax collection, I moved money to the LGIP so I can earn more interest on it. Then in September of 17, 42,000 and 42 million, because we moved back and forth when we had things to pay. And so, here $84,000 this year is just gone crazy. So they're paying very well, and it's wonderful. I'm not gonna go into all this stuff on, all this detailed stuff on investments, but I wanna talk about the LGIP, which is Local Government Investment Pool, and the LGIP-EM, Local Government Investment Pool, Extended Maturity. Now, the LGIP is really just a money market. I went to the website, and I called them and talked to the lady that I do it with, and asked, can the Economic Development Authority deal with you directly? Yes, because you are a government entity, so you can deal with them directly, and I'll give you her name and everything. Well, it may be in that thing I gave you, but to do just an LGIP account, you can start it with $1,000. The extended maturity was created, I guess about around, I think they started it in July 1 of 17. And it has been wonderful. I am planning on investing $5 million of our reserve money. It's not committed to anything. The fees are very low. There's another one called the Virginia Investment Pool. And I might be risky, I can't put in, I would if I could, put in here, don't ever put money in. But that's only because I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. And actually went with the treasurer from Hanover to the legislature last year, not in 18, but in 17, because they wanted mention in the state code, and those guys up there fell for it. And the guy running it came in to see me. He was sent by the person we had here then, who was pressuring me to invest with him. And I just didn't like him. He gave me the creeps, and I go with that. He's trying to impress me because he was a finance director for Governor Allen or whoever. And then I find out after I decided I wasn't going to do business with him from somebody that was in that office that he only lasted 6 months. And I said, well, I just didn't like him. He just gave me the creep. So I go with that. But I can't put that in my investment policy. But I can, and I'm supposed to have a list of those things that we do allow, except they're not in there. But the LGIP-EM, I have put them in as part of my amendment to this policy. Because it's safe, the treasurer of Virginia oversees this. So, and it's not in their little piece of paper, but their website is www.trs.virginia, spelled out, .gov. And you go on there and you'll see in blue, cash management and investments. And anybody can, you don't have to sign on to see all of this, it's public information. But click on that. Now, if you have an LGIP account, then you have to sign in. But it has information about this. For the LGIP-EM, it's $25,000 minimum. And there's a frequently asked questions right there on the front page that you can, any questions you have. That's where I found out what the minimums were. I guess you can figure, I strongly recommend LGIP because I've never lost a penny, except that during a time that money wasn't worth as much, but the money's worth more now. And then, seeing this huge increase.
As a public entity, do we have the same range of investments as any municipality, or is there any?
Virginia has the code of what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And those things are.
Pretty much money market accounts, I would imagine.
They're fine.
No, but I mean, it's probably within a pretty narrow range of money market type investments. You're not.
Well, if you're you're gonna do a money market, do LGIP.
Well, no, I'm just asking, what range of options would any public entity have? Okay, and they're all spelled out in the code.
Yeah, and I mean, just, they have to fall within what is considered liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do, treasury bonds, US treasury bonds, you can do all of the normal things of investment, but there's only certain percentages, and they're reflected in here, of what you can, and how much of your money you can put in the LGIP. Do 100%, and that's what I'm doing.
What typically are the yields on LGIP?
I don't have, well, maybe I might have it, let's see if I have it. Because I go with no, back in June. It's 1-to-1, I don't know, I'd have to look at, 1 point something, 0.1 something. It was like nothing for years, but then when it started jumping, I don't know. I mean, I see 84,000 unpaid. I'm not an accountant, I'm not a financial expert. I told people, they said, are you an accountant? No, but I'm a leader, and that's what I needed to do, and I'm gonna retire next year, because I'm done. I've done what I'm supposed to do, and that was get this office straightened out, get it organized, get all of the staff certified, and they're certified through the Weldon Cooper Center, at the University of Virginia. I am too. They're master government deputy treasurers. I'm a master government treasurer. You know, take classes and classes, college level classes to achieve that. Takes about 3 years. We're also accredited, and out of 130 or more, well, there's really, if you can't, it doesn't even bother to count the towns, but 130 counties and cities. Only 54 are accredited. A good one is accredited. It is not easy to do. But some of them say because they can't get along with the commissioner of revenue. Well, then they need to get busy and get in politics and find somebody to run against that commissioner of revenue. That's what I think. Put it out there that they're not being cooperative. I don't get that. So, you also, whoever you would have do your investments, can take these classes at the Weldon Cooper Center. You cannot take them, and if you want somebody to do that, I'll grease the wheels for you. You have to pay, and they may be finished. They offered this class. I think I took it back in the winter. I know I took it before April. It may have been March. And there's short-term investments, and then there's advanced short-term investments, and then there's cash management. I would highly recommend it before you do anything, but if you want to do something right now, do it.
How long is the course?
It's a day and a half.
Oh.
And PMI that does the SNAP program for the Commonwealth and for us, they teach it, and it's very good. It just costs you more because you're not a member of the credit association. I think we pay $185 tuition, and I think $200. But if you're interested in doing that, just let me know. But really, that's all I can tell you. I'll send you this. I'm almost finished. I just have to make one phone call on my investment funds, and then I'll just send you a one copy after I've signed it and loaded it in, and then I'll send it when it's signed. And you can take a look at the code and all of that, or if you can come and see me anytime you want to discuss it. But yeah, I mean, if you've got money just sitting around doing nothing, you can, in the back of that little book, on the very back, is an application. That investment circular, there's an application, and, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where it's, 1, 2, 3 pages, the last 3 pages. And for either one, whether you go in, now the EM, extended maturity, is more stocks and bonds and things, and it is not as liquid as the LGIP. If I put in a cell, the before 10 o'clock in the morning, the money is in our operating account before the clock closes. And that's all done electronically. But, yeah, once you get in there, and Stacy Piercy, Stacey is the person that I deal with. Her number, and his local number from here is 786-1156. And just tell them that Pam Johnson, Benjamin County, because I call all the time, not all the time, but from time to time, I say, it's Pam Johnson. I'm just like, and because we have to let them know that we're moving some money. We just can't, we have to call and get a hold of the human being so they'll know somebody, so that if she's not there and I send her an email, they may not get it done. Usually when we move money, we'll leave it in there and we're going to move it back to operating because we got to pay debts or something. Last month I had to move $4 million to pay bonds. So I held on to it as long as I could to get as much interest as I could. And then when I'm going to take money out of our account, I'll take it out as quick as I can. Now, in the tax season, we'll take a chunk of it. We have at times $15 million in there. And then slowly, every few months, as we need the money to pay our obligations, I'll move it out. And it's all done electronically. It's easy. And that's an old 70-year-old woman saying it. You know, it really is. And they're very helpful, very nice. You can see in there, there's a person I believe you can call. One of these pages as you get in here, it breaks it down to some of the people you can talk to. But, you know, just call Stacy first. And if you need more, and it's on the website too, who you can talk to with their investment. But, I mean, it's not, this is the least trouble for a small county. And I just, you may disagree with me, and that's all right. I'm not someone that thinks that you have to have my opinion, although you are entitled to. But it's just, I would just recommend that if you do investments, that keep it simple, because we're a small county, and just be careful with the taxpayers' money. I just don't want to spend that time and see the ink in the newspaper. I just, you know, be careful. But this is the safest thing to do to make money. Now, if I go into the EM, I won't be here. I mean, I have it that we don't do more than 2 years. 2 year short, very short. You can't, by law in Virginia, go up to 5, but they recommend, and they say it is not prudent to get into 10 years. Because, you know, the economy could turn around just like that, like it did in September of 2008. And so, this EM thing, we're getting ready to put some $5 million in, but we may take it out before the next presidential election and then put it back in after, depending on what happens, because it could completely change. You know, you see how volatile the stock market has been, and the EM is a lot of stock market stuff, because the treasurer's paying nothing. But you know, you have to be very careful, and these folks that do this, they're beating the socks off everybody. They really are. They're very, very good. So, you know, I'm willing to risk, but you just have to minimize the risk as much as possible. And that's what I would do. Now, there are some counties, because I talk to Chris all over the state, who have stockbrokers who handle their counties, Roanoke County, for instance. It's a big, big county. And so they've had the stockbroker do their investments for 25 or 30 years. This stockbroker right there, and he's done a good job for them. Well, good for them. But, you know, it's just like that Virginia Investment Board, the VIP. I think they would charge 25% of anything we earn. I thought, well, not in this lifetime am I paying anybody 25%. You know, I just not going to do it. So, yeah, that's the kind of thing you have to watch for. Just be careful. Any questions? Can I tell you everything you need to know?
The money, the interest you get, does that get allocated to like the
Tuckahoe Creek Services District? That proportional?
Well, it doesn't do it that way. Would have to keep track of that. If they ever took it out, then
But I
we'd
mean,
have
is there
to.
an amount, let's say they collect $1 million, for the Tuckahoe Creek Services, if you take that entire $1 million and you've got it invested, and let's say there's 1.5% on that, would you, with that 1.5% see
We
its
would
way?
have to do the interest and the compounding and everything if they took it out and add it, because we've got that going on right now with cash properties.
But we have to go back to the services.
Yeah, and it was after 2011 that we did that, so I'm reasonably certain we have all the records, but we don't, I did not know, that was just ignorance. I did not know that I could have set up separate accounts for each of those at the LGIP. But I didn't know that. Now, we're looking at having to keep track of interest should that come out. The interest earnings, unless the county would say, no, the county keeps the interest. No, we can't do that. The county would say, no, we'll keep all the interest that we earn, but that money is that money, because it was put in the way it was. It just depends on what the board of supervisors wants to do with that. But fortunately, Excel will figure the compounding if you can put in the interest. One of the problems with one of the things that we're looking right now, I think they set up in like 2006. There's no records. Or the treasurer didn't post the interest for several months. We could find it electronically in our accounting system, but then there's months, 7 months where nothing was posted. And, we'll just have to figure out, okay, what the rate last time it was posted and the next time it was posted, and figure about what the rate was, because it didn't change much after 2007, it was just low. So, and just figure that for each month, and just make a note that we don't have any records anywhere, because we also have to destroy or shred records after a certain period of time. And one of the things that I ran into was that hadn't been done either. In the wording buried alive. When it, I mean, it just, we had copies of checks from the 1970s. And those kind of things are supposed to be destroyed. And they weren't. So, it was just a lot that had to be done. And some things I just did the best I could. And whatever was the safest thing to do, what I did. Now, when I go, hopefully we'll have, we have someone working for us who has the accounting background and investment background that I do not have. Now, I grew up in an accounting family. My brother's a CPA, so it's not like I'm stupid. And I did accounting in my federal work. I had some work where I had to balance the books and that kind of thing. But as far as being official in accounting, but I had the skills that were needed to take care of this, and then I'm going to retire and leave it to them going in, because the technology and everything else, I don't have the background for that, and I know it. So I think Richland County would be better off with some more expertise in this. So that's, I can't see me being a treasurer, 75 or 80 years old. That's just no way. And I don't feel, and I've told people this for some time, because we've been in transition and I've been teaching on the things that I do and that I'm responsible for. I cannot in good conscience, mine's 100% now isn't what my 100% used to be. And unless I can do what I think I should do, I'm not going to take a paycheck from the county. So that's the primary reason that I'm retiring, is because I'm not going to take a check and not do the job. I'm just not going to do it. Now, there'll be other people, we may know of people who've done that I just don't. So, I'm doing the best that I can right now.
Well, thank you for coming in tonight.
I thank you for
I certainly
asking me.
appreciate your knowledge.
I have to sit down so I can stand up. Well, I thank you for asking me, and really, just come by the office, if you need to discuss this, or call me if you have questions, and I'll call you back, or email me. When I email you this, you'll have my email address, if you have questions, and I'll be happy to help, but it took a lot of studying for me to learn this. But it's all right out there for you to learn. You know, if you know how to read, you can do anything. That's always been. And I was an English teacher many years ago, and I said everything's in a book. You know, I can learn from a book. So I learned from books and from other treasurers who I respected and who were known to be the best in the state. And I made sure I made friends with every single one of them to help me, and they did. So thank you all very much.
Thank you for your service.
You have a good rest of the evening. I hope I didn't take too much of your time.
No.
You could flat roll, and I just admired it. So when you get done, that's how I do on meetings, because I don't like meetings more than an hour, but I may have pushed you over that today.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you
Thanks
so
again.
much. Have a good evening.
Good seeing you again.
All
You know
right.
where we're at. You know where we're at.
And I'll take care.
Do you help with anything?
It just takes me, a friend of mine said to our Sunday school class, Pam only has two speeds, wide open and stop. And so I'm having a hard time
Just
having
new
to go
speed.
slow. I started with a new therapist, so I can, one of my goals last winter before I got hurt was to learn that Irish river dancing.
Oh, gosh.
And now I can't go up on my toes, so I would like to do that, but I bet I won't, because the doctor says I might always have a limp, but I'm determined not
You
to.
might get there.
Yeah, so you all take care.
Thank
It's
you.
going on with, wild deer season. Be careful.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right, Todd, do you have either of you,
Sure.
an update for us on the economic development staff?
Yes, we have a new face.
I was gonna say, I don't know who this is, so if you introduce her.
That's exactly right. And if you want, I can just continue down.
It's okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. Yeah, so as far as the staffing goes, as you know, just to refresh your memory, Matt Ryan left a few months ago. I've sort of stepped in to help. Mr. Podesky's been in and out. He's actually well, he's back now, but for the past day and a half to 2 days, he's been on Wall Street going after the triple A bond rate for the county. We had a triple A, we're going after the triple A.
Wow.
Which I'll get into a little bit more on one of the later items, but we did a lot of interviews. We've had at least 24 hours easily of interviews,
Oh
maybe
my
more
gosh.
than that. For 2 positions, still filled the 1. But Sarah has been promoted to our economic development coordinator position, more focused on the existing business. If you remember, we had the 2 positions with the existing business focused and new business focused. And Sarah is definitely not a new face to Gooch. I know you've
You
known her for
already
years.
are familiar with many of these businesses. Yeah.
And that's a huge asset to us. But Sarah's been with the county for 13 years now. Started with the county 13 years ago. She's been, I mean, as far as, you can't say enough good things about Sarah, because as far as just her knowledge alone in planning and zoning, and extend that to building inspections and public utilities and everything under the community development umbrella, Sarah's been around all of that for years now. So I guess picture yourself being an existing business in Gooch, and you want somebody to knock on your door and say, hey, why are you in Gooch? Do you like being in Gooch? What do you think? Where do you think Gooch needs to be? What can we do for your business? That type of thing. If they want to expand or tear down walls or anything like that, Sarah knows how to literally just walk through. She's been doing it for years anyway. So huge asset to us, and happy to still have her as an employee. She's got her degree just a few weeks or a few months ago, right?
Well, walked in May, but actually got it in December, so.
Degree for?
It's Bachelor of Liberal Arts from U of R.
Oh, wonderful.
Went
Congratulations.
back to school.
Woman of many traits, but that's my 2 cents on Sarah. But did I miss anything? Chime
No,
in?
so, like you said, I've been with the county since 2005. Started in community development, and that's where I kind of sharpened my teeth, if you will. So I do know a lot about development in the county. Like you said, I can help new businesses, existing businesses, and I already have a relationship with a lot of existing businesses. I had a gentleman come in the other day, and he said, I remember you from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, that's awesome. So, I'm really excited about, moving over into economic development that has, so. That is my old business card. I don't have my new one yet, so it still says customer service center manager, but, the phone numbers are good and the email's good.
Great.
Thank you.
And Sarah and I will continue to start, well, you're gonna start seeing us tag team some of these agenda items as we move forward, as the months go on. And, I was gonna say something. So Sarah's still holding her, customer service center manager hat. So she's got these two major hats that she's wearing. She was a customer service center manager for the past several years. She's got a team of people working up in the front office of community development. So if you wanna come in for a building permit or something like that, that's under her umbrella. That's her team that handles those items. So she's still wearing that hat, but now she's got the economic development hat as well.
What area of economic development would you do?
It would be focused on the existing business. Yeah, so anybody we have a little over 1,000 businesses, I think it was, in Richmond, on the east end, or throughout
So
the
taking
county.
advantage of context you've already made.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're still trying to fill the economic development coordinator, new business focused position. Again, we interviewed everyone at the same time. We just still haven't found that right person for that spot. So we'll keep you posted as that moves forward.
Great.
Me and Sarah tag team. So
Cool.
bear
Do you
with
have to
us.
reopen the position to keep interviewing?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I looked at 2 more resumes, not 4 or 5 today. Didn't have enough people experience. So, but, I mean, great. I mean, a lot of these resumes are getting really good, but really we're not looking to train somebody. We're looking for somebody who has technology. And therein lies the difference. Because a lot, if we were looking for 0 experience, come on in, we'll train you and get you to learn what you learn. Whole different ballgame. We would probably had all those positions filled already. So, but we need something that has a little bit of knowledge. So.
Great.
Yep. Next item is the Chamber Expo. I was at, I went, was anybody here to make it? Anybody else who make it?
It was very well attended.
Yeah, but that was my first one, I have to admit. I thought it was really neat. They had so much activity going on. The guy running around in the Segway. And there's haircuts in the back for your August donations. So you get your haircut from sheer wildness. A bunch of other things. But what I didn't know, and Bonnie Creasy, who in the chamber educated me a little bit, she said that they try to get at least 50 businesses there, and they only had 47. So as busy as it was, she was still under what she was trying to get. So I guess throughout the next year, we'll see what we can do to try and help her achieve that goal of getting 50 businesses in. But she did say the good news is 20 of them were brand new businesses. Not
Yeah, I know, so
necessarily
there's a
huge.
lot of new businesses there that I had never seen before.
Yeah, but there's really lots of good stuff. And we had a table. I unfortunately had to duck out after about 45 minutes because we had a planning commission meeting that night on our major thoroughfare plan. But we had Parks and Rec staff there that were helping manage both tables. We had all kinds of tchotchkes and things on the table, and at the end of the night, there was only 2 cups left.
Good.
I mean, everyone was
Take it
just
home.
overstuffed.
Yeah.
So, but that's the whole. I had fun in the 45 minutes. I wish I could stay longer. What's the video that was there? Not
Great.
Great, thank you. Yeah, he said he was just blown away by it. He's like, I'm coming back every year. Because he was giving out samples left and right,
Yeah.
cards, and he just had a blast. He loved it. So that's what it's all about. Just getting his name out there, and everyone's name out there for that matter.
You got a free haircut too.
Oh, did he? That's good. So the new location for the Chamber of Commerce, I wasn't actually there for this, but Mr. Tedeschi did a walkthrough with Bonnie Creasy and a few other people through I guess it's technically the old bank building / old public utilities building / who knows what else was in that building. But it's, if you know where Sheer Wildness is, the haircut place, Bella Cecilia, the restaurant, if you're facing Bella Cecilia, Sheer Wildness is on the right, and this is the building just to the right of that. Chamber of Commerce is in the Bella Cecilia complex right now, but they did a walkthrough of the county building right there. And
Didn't they used to?
It used to be the one that's next to it.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's called Regional Professional Building.
It's on the same side as Sheer Wildness? What's it again?
It's the old library.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. So they did a walkthrough, and ultimate goal is to potentially even rent some county-owned space to the chamber. So they were very excited about it. If it does move forward, it's probably going to be about a year-long process to rehab it, remodel it, and eventually have some synergy between the chamber and our ED staff. Sarah currently is here in this building, but if all goes well, Sarah and person X, which call who hasn't been hired yet, both of them would be stationed at that building as well.
How
So,
big is the office?
I don't know those dimensions of the I do have that on the desk.
Just curious.
But we do have an actual layout, and actually we're extending pulled together sort of a future layout of what it could look like, but we do have that information.
Is it the whole building or just one floor or?
It would be the whole first floor in the back, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you do. Because I know there's another floor, but I can't remember if they're touching that or not. Off the top of my head. But I'll find out.
Just curious.
I saw these first floors in there. So I'm going to say for the moment that's just that first floor. But if there's something else, I'll find out. I can get you that out here.
I'm sure they're excited about that.
They are. That's I went to their meeting last week, and they talked about it for probably 10 or 15 minutes. And plus, it saves them a lot of money too. They're measuring now. I think it's another third of what they're paying now.
Cool. Really?
Yeah. So it's really good for their pocket as well.
That's very good.
Okay. The inventory project, we've talked about that a little bit. That's really just trying to build up our database, which is really what Sarah's focused on. Pass the hot potato to her for a second. She can tell you a little bit more about what she's been doing.
So as Todd mentioned, I'm wearing both hats, so as my time allows, I'm trying to really dig into what we have here. And I've got kind of a good basis for the courthouse area. We actually had someone we're gonna talk about a little bit later contact us, and we were like, we don't know what we have. So we drove around, we made a list, and utilizing my existing business contacts that I had for building inspections, I was calling up people and I was like, what space do you have? Do you have space? And so we have a pretty decent list for the courthouse area. So that's yay. But now we have to do the whole county.
Wait, chunk at a time and you'll get it done and then just keeping it updated instead of
Right.
the tricky part.
Yeah.
But at least you'll have all his contacts.
Right.
Until you change hands.
I know.
We've noticed the community is just a sponge right now for what we're doing. Because
Yeah.
we had John Ditch Sports just contact us the other day, and he said, I'm having trouble moving the property. And we said, well, we're building a database. And he goes, here's all my property. He sent us an
We
email
were
with
like,
everything. So that's great.
Thank
So now we have his name.
Well, that's
we're
good
gonna
synergy.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Get that
see what we
going.
can do for him.
And then I'm also working on an existing business list. And that's big. So that's a long-term project. Just going through those. I want to know what we have here. I mean, so that's important.
Yeah.
That's on the list as well.
Thank you, Sarah. Items 6 and 7. Again, as Sarah said, we're trying to move forward on all these items as time allows, trying to backfill spots. And just to compound on that, I guess I didn't mention that Sarah's position that she does have now is on the street. So we have resumes out for that, or we have resumes coming in for that position. Plus our assistant director of public utilities just handing his notice, so we're trying to backfill that spot. So we're trying to scramble, and we're surviving. But honestly, he got a really good job that he just couldn't pass up. I mean, he's getting more money than we could count for. I mean, good for him, yeah. So we will miss him, but we'll still be in contact with him as well. But again, we got 3 key positions on the street right now. But to the point, the tax incentive program criteria, we haven't really made any progress on that. And then the strategic plan EDA survey. At next month's meeting, we'll have much better updates for you on that. We're waiting on I'm just letting you know we don't have any updates since the last meeting. So, but if you have any questions whatsoever, I'm happy to take those now. So number 8, private projects. Sarah's already hit the ground running. We mentioned at the last meeting there was somebody who was looking for about 1,500 square feet here in the courthouse area. We can say who it is now. It's Edward Jones Investments, Lady Laura Yachts, very nice lady, who's asking where she can be. So Sarah's already connected A to B. Sarah found a bunch of properties, called Laura, said here's some properties. We just started the communication, and Laura sent us a big thumbs up. Thank you guys for helping me out with this.
Fantastic.
So it's gonna be 1,500 square feet for her. I haven't delved too much into it. I don't know how many employees it is. It's just her. Those are things that we're going to start to figure out and compile as time goes on. But
It's just hanging on the shingle, storefront type thing.
Yeah.
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 What is the
That's
square
just wonderful.
footage rate in Houston courthouse right now? Do you know?
That's a great question, because we just researched that.
Right, so I've got anywhere between $12 and upwards of $21.
Just in the courthouse?
Just in the courthouse.
It's big
So,
range.
Big range, and I guess it's based on quality of the building. So,
And also, if it's the triple home, you're familiar with that, if you're paying the rent, the insurance, and the maintenance of it, you're probably triple home, it's like that. If you're paying all three of those, then the rent's probably gonna be a little bit higher since you're paying for all that. So, or maybe it's lower.
It would be,
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be
lower.
lower because you're paying.
The base rent would be lower. Right.
And that's what one of the reasons that we found. But it's not a lot of those building owners are willing to tell us what their price per
No,
square foot is.
sure.
So it's a good question. We're trying to figure that
They
out.
kind of want to know who the user is, so they can
Yes.
tailor this. So
Yeah.
it's a hard.
Answer on that one.
The other one was McConnell Properties. Switch over to the computer here. In Rockville Business Park. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. They have McConnell Properties is going to build 3 warehouses, as you can see here. One 1,200 gross square feet, 1,200 gross square feet of office. I mean, if you add them all up, that's about 5,000. And then a third building at about 10,000 square feet in Rockville Park. And there's really not a lot of space left in Rockville. There's a cul-de-sac that has a lot of trees and forest still there that somebody owns, but this is very exciting. So we're very excited to have McConnell coming in and pushing forward with some.
Is that by Midnight Brewery? Where's Midnight in relation to that?
This is the back cul-de-sac, so coming out. I think it's
I think
across.
it's right there,
I think
yeah.
it's right across the street, right over here.
Oh, okay, I see where we are. All right.
Can that road handle more traffic?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's-
Ashland's a whole other story.
Right.
The Rockville Park roads are good.
Right.
Ashland
Yeah.
that's a great question. Yeah, Ashland's part of our major thoroughfare plan updates. We're going to talk about widening Ashland Road and so.
Yeah.
So
Big road for trucks.
that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that and it's actually, I shouldn't say one project, it's 2 projects. VDOT is doing what they call an IMR, it's an interchange modification report. Since the Ashland Road I-64 interchange road exists, they're talking about doing a modification report. If it wasn't there, it'd be a justification report, it's VDOT language. But anyway, the interchange exists and we already know it's in bad shape. There's so much traffic there, it gets backed up at a great distance, almost back to the parks from 64. So they proposed 3 options. One was a partial clover leaf, one was a divergent diamond like Zion's Crossroads has, and then the other one was a double roundabout. So a roundabout on the north side of 64.
I think Zion's Crossroads is strange.
It is strange. And believe it or not, please don't shoot the messenger, that's what was voted on. I don't mean by the finding the board, but we had a community meeting where the public said we do not want a double roundabout. Partial clover leaf was extremely expensive. So the only thing that they landed on was the divergent diamond. It's what they call it, where you kind of cross over and then back.
That's going to be a more popular road choice. I just read something about that.
I mean, it works. I'll say that it's just strange.
It is, and the thing with VDOT is,
They're so efficient.
you like
People get so
roundabouts?
Well, I
confused.
wasn't English, and I'm like,
I gotcha.
driven into me. I'm not like driven into me. Seriously, they're so efficient.
Yeah, they are, but they're confusing to a lot of people.
And with VDOT, their big thing is anytime they put in a new road or a new clover leaf, they have to buy a lot of property. There's a lot of right of way that they have to purchase, and those clover leaves are massive. You know, the one on 288 and Broad Street. I mean, you take that exit ramp. I mean, it's almost a quarter mile.
Right.
Those are virgin diamonds. It's compressive.
Yeah.
They compress, and you don't have those clover leaves going out. So the whole there's a lot less right of way to purchase. So that's one of the reasons why we get closed. And roundabout is the reason why they want to move towards those, because there's pretty much no difference.
Yeah.
There's no traffic signals, there's no electricity to use. You're just plowing for snow, and that's pretty much it. And a lot of localities take care of the roundabouts when they're going on holiday. So yeah, we're very excited about that, and we'll keep you posted as we learn a little
And so
more.
they're gonna rent these out as office space?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, they have office and warehouse, mostly warehouse, yeah.
Their
It's their
office,
offices.
office warehouse, and he said that they were built for spec.
What business are they in?
Well, he doesn't, I'm not sure about McConnell, but when I contacted him, he said that he will be renting all three of these, that they are for, he built them for speculative.
Oh, so he's just a developer.
This building, hoping something comes in.
Oh, wow.
So that's,
Well, that's good, because we need that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That-
That was one of the things I think, and I still learn a lot of stuff, but one of the things Matt Ryan told me was we just don't have a lot of specs.
Right.
For people just to go into places.
That's a perfect
It's in
place.
the, it's in the Tuckahoe Creek Services District, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
sir.
Good.
Yes, it is.
No, I looked it up, I looked at space and all of that, and it was.
Next item is the neutral marketing video. So I mentioned Mr. Badesky's just flew back a few hours ago, landed in Richmond from Wall Street. He was there with Margaret Orlacher, our Director of Finance, Mr. Ken Peterson, board member of District 5, and our financial advisors.
Kevin Roddy.
Kevin Roddy, yes, thank you. Kevin Roddy's there. So they're going for triple A, and if they get it, that'd be great. Just there's about 4,000, I think, localities in the nation, and 42
Wow.
have it. 42 out of 4,000.
Wow.
Henrico has it, Chesterfield has it, a few others in Virginia. We would be, I think, the smallest county in the nation to have it if we got it. We're at AAA, which is really good. Helps us get financing, low interest and stuff like that. So we're pulling for them. All the heavy lifting's done. They're done. They had to give 3 presentations. I think it was 2 yesterday, 1 today. And then hopefully, I guess in a few weeks or maybe a month or so, we find out.
Cool.
I'm sure if we get it, there's going to be a massive party.
Yeah.
There was last time. So that's very exciting. But one of the things that they brought to their presentations is a video. We had a video. Oh, have you seen it? There was a video a few years ago when we did the original AAA. It was about 10 minutes long. We just showed all of you something what it is. It's been shortened down to about 8 minutes and updated because just in the past 3 years we've grown significantly. I mean, Sheltering Arms is going vertical, Drive Shack's going vertical, Audi's gone. All these things weren't. Some of them weren't even thought of even 3 years ago when the first video was made. But if you're okay with it, I'd like to show you the video.
Who did the video work? Is our
Paul,
somebody here in
Paul,
town?
Paul Drumright did the majority of it. He's an accounting employee, but he was working with, do you know?
I forget the name of the firm. I don't remember him mentioning the firm.
Yeah, we do know. I don't know if that's a situation first. But yeah, they had a drone. They had all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
that they were doing.
right.
And there's a voiceover work who is the voiceover person who works in the Parks and Rec department. So we kind of try to keep it as local as we could. So
Good.
yeah.
Welcome to Beautiful County, located in the heart of Central Virginia and east of the Mid-Atlantic region. With just over 289 square miles of rural countryside and planned growth areas, our county has gone to approximately
At the little sound right there.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one.
There you go.
23,000 residents.
Okay.
It is ideally located with short drives to beaches and mountain tops. We have great proximity to Richmond, the capital of the Commonwealth, and the Richmond International Airport. Goochland's superior transportation networks, including State Route 288 and Interstate 64, connect the county with the region. 8 key interchanges provide opportunities for businesses of all sectors. Our quality of life is unsurpassed. Our active community welcomes one and all. among the top 100 in the world, and Hermitage Country Club is where the king, Arnold Palmer, won his final championship. Diverse housing options in well-planned communities provide opportunities to live in our dynamic eastern growth area or out in the rural countryside with a mix of something for everyone. An award-winning school system with an engaged school community. Ranked as one of only 10 school divisions in the Commonwealth have all schools fully accredited for the last 12 years. Home to 4 out of 5 public schools in Virginia recognized as Apple Distinguished Schools. Only 400 schools worldwide receive this designation. Unique higher education opportunities are available in the county and serve students from throughout the region. Goochland County provides a supportive and thriving business climate comprised of agriculture, industrial, office, restaurants, shopping centers, and event venues. Where agriculture meets modern day, toast to the beauty of our rural countryside at one of our 8 wineries, cideries, or breweries. We provide efficient and effective core public services built on foundations of transparency and sound fiscal management. Our employees are dedicated to serving and protecting the community. Our citizens are active and engaged. Our partnership with area localities makes us a major player in the region. Consistently recognized for our achievements. Goochland County, a community that cares, a community of hope, a community of many faiths, where a pledge is ever enduring. The future is bright, with close to $1 billion of development underway at a steady, manageable pace. Sheltering Arms and Virginia Commonwealth University's partnership is becoming a leader throughout the nation in rehabilitative care. Development through commercial investments and in new residential communities continues to build on our past and maintains a sense of place for tomorrow and our future.
Who wouldn't want to live here?
Our people, our place, our Goochland.
Great, but so much better than the old one.
Yeah.
So the old one, that's
Really
pretty
good. No, that's really good.
They did excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Will that be available on the website soon?
I think after today,
After
Paul was
the
gonna
town
post it,
halls.
to town halls. Paul was gonna post it in video, and the old one, I think, is still on YouTube, if I remember correctly. The older,
Excellent.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll put
good
that in
job.
as well.
And I was pleased they included farmers markets too.
Yeah, I saw that. That's right. That was the end of the schedule.
All right, moving on, and anything else that you have? Morris?
Just under, other business, it was brought to my attention, actually, by Lisa, and talking with Mr. Badesky, we had, and Sarah, we actually just started having weekly meetings on economic development related items, just trying to make sure we're on the same page with everything that's happening, just so many moving parts. This meeting is monthly, but I just found out that it used to be bi-monthly. So we're just, I guess, just opening for conversation. If you guys want to do this back bi-monthly, or do you like the monthly meetings? We're up to whatever you want to do. We're missing 2 members right now, so maybe we make wait till next month. But Lisa has to put together the calendar for next year, so we're just curious what your thoughts are.
I think it's kept us more engaged.
I believe so too. I agree. 2 months a lot. Really, that's a long
We've got a
time.
lot of catching up.
Yeah, it seems like the first half of the meeting, like, what are we talking about? I'm fine with that. We're gonna keep it month to month.
Okay. Lisa, do we have any bills to be paid?
No, ma'am.
That's nice.
Any other business? Anything else? And then we have to go into a closed meeting.